Grand evening. Welcome back to Soulfire Sessions. Gratitude sprinkles for being here. I'm your host, Lady RiZe, and I'm honored to hold space with my two incredible co hosts tonight. With me, as always, is the insightful Madame Amani and the deeply grounded Devar.
Hey,
Hey, welcome to you both. How y'all feeling tonight?
blessed.
Yes. Very, very intuitive.
Yes.
I
Glad.
like that.
Yeah.
Intuitive.
Happy to have y'all. Well, yes. Well, last week we built a beautiful fire around alignment, tuning into that sacred signal of being in sync with our truth. The energy was palpable. Now, a question so many of you sat with after was, I can now feel when I'm off, but how do I find my way back?
Hmm.
What's guiding me? Yeah. And so tonight, we're going to fan those alignment flames. We're moving from recognizing the path to hearing the guide that walks it with us. This is about reclaiming your inner authority. It's time to unlock what's already within. So, this is episode 10. Wishing Unlocked, hearing your soul's whisper. Let's light it up.
Let's go.
Let's
Mm,
go.
Tuition. I'm feeling it.
yeah. And so, yeah, when we talk about intuition, what are we talking about? We got to lay the foundation. And so, in the everyday world, intuition gets called a lot of things. It's a gut feeling, a hunch, an inexplicable knowing. And it's often that one thing we talk ourselves out of with logic. Intuition, it's that clear, compassionate, and consistent communication from our highest self. That's the soulfire definition of intuition, translated through language of sensation, images, whisper, and resonant knowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a random guess, it's your soul's data delivered for your guidance, protection, and evolution.
Hmm.
I love that. Your soul's data.
Definitely. Yeah, a lot of people look at it as a gut feeling, sixth sense, vibe, whatever you want to call it, but those are basic.
hmm Right.
From my angle, intuition is remembering the future, not
Wow.
the past, not the present, the future, spiritual memory, a
hmm
preview, a download from your higher self, as you just said,
Right.
right? The version of you that already lived the moment you're about to step into.
Mm. Yeah, it's information from the deepest part of you.
Your intuition
hmm
knows who belongs in your future because it's already seen your future. Your intuition knows when a path is wrong because your future self already walked it and said, "No, that ain't it, bro. You don't want to be there." Um, it isn't a guess; it's a memory sent backwards in time.
Well, yeah. So that's where we have to get clear. 'Cause I feel like it's a spiritual fact. It's our soul's data, and it's the deepest part of us that we do not listen to.
Right.
hmm That first voice.
Exactly.
Yep.
So we're gonna get into it. Yeah. And Madam Amani, I'll come to you first. When we're talking about hearing that whisper, what's one of the most common ways that people miss their intuition speaking because they're expecting something more dramatic?
They overlook the soft no or the first voice and then go with the loud voice.
Right.
Hmm.
They think just because they didn't see something outlandish or crazy that that's not their intuition.
hmm Yeah, people are always looking for chaotic or uncomfortable instead of, you know.
Mhm.
Some people betray their intuition because they can't handle the truth. It's too much
Right. Truth hurts. Yeah, and they don't want to look at that.
because they don't want to leave that person that they've been being around, that their intuition is telling them they shouldn't be around, that job they
hmm
shouldn't be at. They want to stay there, so they ignore their intuitions.
Right. And then, so from your perspective, Var, what's the physical sign? What's a physical sign, a true body signal that says this is intuition, not just your nerves?
Uh, it's an eerie feeling to me. Um, you feel uncomfortable, out of place, It's definitely a bad vibe when somebody is around you that shouldn't be around. You
Hmm.
get like an eerie feeling. Your body trying to tell you something. Your future self is trying to tell you something. It's up to you to listen.
Correct. Yeah. I feel it's the same with sweat. That could be a physical sign. You start
Mhm.
sweating, uncomfortable.
Hmm.
Yep.
Chest gets heavy.
Yes. It's
Hmm.
also a physical sign.
Yeah, when you get a weird feeling when someone is around, that's not paranoia. That's a memory from the future. When you hesitate to sign a deal, that's not fear. That's foresight.
Mm. So then where do you see the biggest gap between people having intuition and actually trusting it?
That's believing in themselves. Clearly, they're not believing in themselves if they don't trust it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's why you have to trust yourself before everybody else starts running your life. You start living like a pup.
To me, it goes back to last week's episode about alignment. If you're not in alignment, how can you trust yourself? If you're in alignment with God, then you trust the guidance that's being given to you. Like, say, what did you say? Intuition is a compass.
Correct. Yeah. Alignment is the destination that we're going to end up at, and intuition is the compass that guides us there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I love that.
Yes. So we have to bridge that gap then. So give us a practical drill to differentiate an intuitive nudge from an anxious thought.
Intuition nudges you before a problem shows its face. Intuition versus insecurity. Security is anxious.
Yeah, anxious is loud.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Intuition is quiet.
Right. Your intuition
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
silent. And then,
Anxiety is fear of the unknown. Intuition is recognition of the unknown.
right. Mm-hmm.
So you recognize it.
Yeah. So those anxious thoughts, that's going to make you feel uneasy, that gut feeling that people avoid, don't listen to.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And,
panic.
Right.
and intuition is recognizing
Mm-hmm.
that feeling. Okay, something ain't right. My body
Yes.
trying to tell me.
Exactly. Intuition is that gut
Mhm.
feeling, that hunch.
Yeah.
That's how the world describes it. Oh, I had that hunch. I had this feeling, but then they usually brush it off and don't listen to it.
Hmm. Your people yell out, deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you gonna do about it?
Right. And then, so building on that, how does ego dress up in intuition's clothes to lead us astray?
Mm.
Mm.
Think if you have an ego issue that's leading you astray, then you're not in alignment.
Mm.
You definitely got to figure out how to differentiate that. Yeah, I think that comes from the spiritual self, the higher, like I said, the higher self. You listening to it instead of listening to what you want it to be, because that's what ego is.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it can dress up as what other people want as well, what other people want you to be, or
Yeah,
the
ego. I don't think ego should guide anything.
definitely
Definitely
not.
not.
So that's how we get led astray,
Hmm.
listening to your ego. And so the ultimate test, logic and intuition are at war over a big life decision. What's the first question you should ask to find clarity?
Let's see. I know the mind equals logic, intuition equals truth.
Hmm.
Let's see, logic.
So if they're at war over a big life decision, how should you get to clarity? What's the first question you should ask yourself?
Damn, that's a good question.
Hmm.
Not, you want to make sure you're not second guessing yourself, right? Because if
Right.
you're second guessing, then you're not following your intuition.
Hmm. Yeah, it's hard for me to distinguish the definition of one saying truth and the other saying logic, because your logic should equal what the truth is. I would think, unless you got some backwards logic. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it would maybe be like moving. Is it logical to move here? All the logics, maybe there's not really good schools if you have kids. It's not in a good area or
Mhm.
for work or whatever you do, or your intuition, something just telling you. You don't know all the facts, all the things, but something's just telling you to move there.
Yeah, because intuition follows alignment.
Mm-hmm. So do you trump that logic? Do you say, okay, well, forget that logic. The first thing I'm going to ask myself here is what is this telling me? Is this my intuition just telling me that this is something greater?
Yeah, because I guess sometimes your logic will follow what you feel like you already knew about something
Mm-hmm.
and a preconceived idea. If you think about it like that, and intuition strictly follows alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes your logic can be what you think you know versus what's real, what's true.
Mm. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's good.
Yeah, that's my answer. Final answer.
Final
Final
answer.
answer.
We'll be to final quick round. Let's see. In one word, Madame Amani, what does your intuition feel like right now?
Quiet.
That's good.
Fine.
Yeah, in one word, what does your intuition feel like? I would say mine has to feel like home. That's where I
Well,
can
that's
come
good.
back to. Yeah, that's where I can come back to, find clarity, ask all the questions, sit with myself.
And for me, it's excited about the future.
Yeah.
What's coming?
Mm-hmm.
I see big things on the horizon.
It is quiet because if I don't keep it quiet, then that's when I start overthinking, and I have to keep it quiet so that I can make the right decisions and listen to my intuition.
Yes, quiet the noise.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely can. I can understand that very much so.
Yes, because when you're going, going, going and don't have time for yourself or to think or to map everything out, then
I sometimes find myself there.
where you can't map out your intuition, which way to
I find myself going, going, going.
go.
Guess I have to be quick on my feet with my intuition because I have to distinguish. And I don't know. I just pray every rising, that I stay in alignment, guide me in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, my mind is kind of all over the place sometimes, even though I'm calm on the outside.
Ooh, well, that goes back to that question. I feel like where do you see the biggest gap between people having intuition and actually trusting it? That's what I feel like it is they have it, but there's so many just on the go, running around, go, 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 that they don't trust it. They just
It's
are
a lot of
in
variables.
autopilot.
A lot of variables.
Yes. They're in brainwash mode. So they're, oh, well, forget that intuition because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing on a daily basis in that straight line without going outside the box.
Right.
Mm.
That box is a motherfucker.
Right. And there are no locked doors, don't forget.
That part.
Mm.
Ever.
Shit. So yeah, so we definitely have to build a framework for this intuition. We're going to build a framework so that y'all can practice and think of your intuition as a divine radio frequency. Yeah, you have to hear it clearly, your internal receiver, energy body.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay.
So to do so, you must be tuned in.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
What they need to be doing with the show.
Tuned in.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like
Yep. So this is where understanding the chakras and our energy systems also is key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's our framework. That's our acronym tonight, y'all. It's tuned in. So
I love it.
there are 3 energy centers that are our primary intuition antenna.
I can guess too. I don't know the third.
What's the first one, Devar?
I would definitely have to say the crown chakra.
That is one. That's correct.
And I would definitely say the third eye.
That is correct. The third eye is your vision center, your third eye chakra, your inner vision,
Mm-hmm.
and the seat of insight. So that's where all your insight and the symbols and lucid knowing come from, is your third eye chakra.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm still missing that third.
Okay, we have the crown. That's your divine connection, the channel for universal knowing.
Throat
And
chakra,
then
because you have to be able to.
be good. Now, that
Right.
seems like it would be part of it, but the third one that is specifically with the intuition antenna is going to be the sacral, because that's our gut feeling. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, the sacral chakra, that's the home of the immediate knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So we have the sacral chakra, third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. Those are our 3 energy systems for the intuition antenna.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So when these are clear and balanced, our signal is strong. We can hear our intuition. And when it's blocked or overwhelmed, then it sounds static. We start to second guess or doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have our framework. How do we get tuned in daily?
Break it on down.
Let's do it. So first, we have to take a pause. Tuned in, take a pause. Step out of the mental noise and breathe.
Like Madame Amani said, just get it calm and quiet.
Exactly. We need a quiet space. You have to create a space for that whisper to be heard.
Okay.
So you definitely don't want to go in the store and you have to get grocery shopping done or go to a soccer game and you're trying to take a pause. It's not going to work.
Right. Yeah.
Time and a place and everything.
Right. That's not going to work. And then you wonder why you're still going ziggity boo and you're not tuned in.
Right. Okay. So what's next?
Take a pause and then you're going to unhook from urgency.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Hold on. Say that a little slower so the people understand.
The people in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. Unhook from urgency.
So
Yeah.
in no hurry to do nothing.
Right. Because intuition thrives in peace, not pressure. You don't want to be pressured.
Right. Okay. I like that.
Yeah. And if it demands an instant decision, then question it. That's where you want to question it.
Take a pause, unhook from urgency. What's next?
Notice your body. You got to tap in, scan yourself. Yeah. You have to notice expansion is lightness and warmth, and your soul is saying yes.
Yep. Okay.
And then contraction, that's the heaviness and tightness. That's like cousin was saying, that tightness. Or if you even have tightness in your chest, that's a physical sign. That's where your soul is saying no.
Right.
Fuck no.
Heavy around certain people.
Exactly.
Feeling all like, what the hell? Get out of my energy system, please.
Yes. Pay attention to that.
It's not just anxiety.
Right.
Yeah. A whole nother level.
Positive vibes only is a real thing.
Right. You're not supposed to be here.
Absolutely. Absolutely not.
Right. Yes. So next we're going to examine the echo.
Examine the echo.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
You got to listen again.
Examine the echo because true intuition is consistent. And it repeats and whispers until you listen. That's why people keep hitting the same grass wall when they don't learn the lesson. It's going to keep repeating. Like, hey, you going to listen?
In the words of Kevin Hart, Daddy, you going to learn today.
Right.
And if it's not today, it'll be one day. You get tired of spinning in circles, you will.
Right. It's up to you.
Right. So next, while getting tuned in, we're going to dial down the drama.
I know that's right.
Yes, dial that shit down.
Absolutely.
Back to being calm.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Our soul guidance is calm. The frenzy is fear in disguise, and we don't want that. When you're all frenzies and frizzled and anxiety, that's fear in disguise.
Ain't helping nobody.
Because your nervous system is kind of like your lie detector, right?
Exactly. Can tell you.
Your internal lie detector.
Like that.
Yes. And next, we're going to inquire with integrity. We have to ask clear questions. Yeah, what do I need to know for my highest good? And then listen. Sometimes we ask, but we don't wait to listen.
Right.
It goes back to that betrayal or ignoring of your intuition because you don't like the outcome or the fact that the truth is too much of the truth of it is too much for you. You want to be stuck in the position that you're in. What was the message that I showed you yesterday where the guy said, some people you try to help out of a situation and then at the end you realize that they like being stuck in their situation.
Oh, yeah. It's like I do all this, went out of my way, and only for them to be like, wait, I like it. I like it here.
Right.
Well, Well, that's what some people say about the homeless. That's why they don't give homeless or people on the corner money because they feel like they like it in that position if they're not doing
Mm,
anything to get out. And I did. I talked to
mhm.
so after someone told me that I did. I was like, I want to see what they say. So I did ask a bum outside of a store one time, and that's exactly what he said. And I was kind of shocked, like, wow. Because I'm like, you could get help and get housing, and nope, he didn't want none of that.
I got a friend that's a hobo. Pay him to do yard work and stuff like that. And he is content with being on the street. He don't want to deal with the government. He don't want to have to go work for a job on a consistent basis. He
Mm,
just want to be free.
each his own.
And then,
Right, because to me that doesn't feel like freedom. It
Right.
doesn't look like freedom, wouldn't feel like freedom.
Because to
Just
me, it feels like you're waiting on somebody else. You have to do it on somebody else's terms. You have to wait till somebody else puts their hand out.
you are a dependent, a
Mm,
constant dependent, and
mm-hmm.
not just on one person. You're dependent on whoever gives you the next meal or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm
right,
out.
Mm-mm.
right.
How they do it.
And they be working their tail off. It be crazy. Like he work harder than I be working. I be like, bruh.
Hmm. And then they have the ones that come with all the nice shoes, nice clothes, standing on the corner. What you doing? You better get out of here. Give me them shoes.
What you do? I know that's right.
Alrighty
What
then.
does your intuition tell you when you see him
Right.
or her?
That this is their job
It'd be funny.
and they
They'd be
don't want
like,
to get
bro,
a
you
real
got
one.
a better haircut than me.
Right.
Rocking the new shoes.
That sweater looks cozy.
Like, what is happening right now? Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with it though.
Oh, the ones that really get me are the ones that have the nerve to be sitting up there smoking. Do you know how expensive cigarettes are? I know you want to bum them from everybody, but you got nerve to
Hmm.
have a habit. You got nerves to have a habit. So you asking for money, cigarettes, and food?
And then pull out the cell phone. Oh, yeah, I got cash app.
Oh gosh,
What we doing?
what are we doing?
Okay.
Mm,
Where we at? Tune in. That's
yeah,
that
we're
was.
tuned in. We got to inquire with integrity, ask those clear questions.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to know for my highest good? And then make sure you listen. And then finally, while getting tuned in, you have to note the next step. Yeah, intuition often gives just the next step, not the whole map, just the next step. So trust it.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, because the whole map
Hmm.
is too much. It's overwhelming.
Right.
We don't
You
want
don't
all
want to
that.
be frozen in time where you are. You just want to move to the next step.
Hmm. That's all you can do, one foot in front of the other.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because if you taking them big leaps and stuff, you probably look crazy if I was watching you walking from behind. Mm.
Just the fog.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Often. And hard.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Okay. So we definitely got to look at this from a different perspective.
Hmm.
Like I said, so your future self is warning you. So let me ask y'all this. What's one thing that your intuition warned you about and you wish you had listened?
Power of the pussy.
Oh,
Exactly. I wasn't gonna say it, but that's a fact.
That's yes. We was just talking about the other night, cousin. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
If we would have listened to the power of the pussy, Miss Mary, when
The
she told
pussy.
us all about it. Woo!
Man, we took it the wrong way. We didn't
The wrong
know.
way.
Yeah.
The right way to take that power. It's actually the
Yes.
power in keeping it locked up.
Hmm. Not giving it away.
got to do something for real, for real.
Right.
Okay.
What about you? You
Uh,
can't get out of this. You tried to skate on by.
oh, wait. I asked y'all first. You answered, Madame Amani. Y'all can't have the same answer, the same question. That same different story. Come on.
Um, so I would say getting into relationships.
Hmm.
That was our problem. We weren't healed getting into relationships, so it would just be the same
Yeah.
familiar ass spirit. Ugh.
You said power to P. You said getting in a relationship. I'm just taking a step further. Getting married when your intuition told you different.
Ooh, that's deep.
Mm,
Now that's something
yeah, it is.
I understand because it takes a lot for me to even be able to talk on the phone with somebody for past an hour, 20 minutes. How the hell you go get married? There's so many steps involved in that. So many steps.
It's it's hard to think back on it, but I can remember the time that was coming up to the wedding. My intuition was on fire. He was speaking loud and clear.
And you threw it out the window?
And I was like, that people pleasing and feeling guilty because I asked come into play. So I was like, okay, well, I did ask, and I don't want to be like an asshole and just renege on this, but that's what I should have done.
But why would you even ask if you never got there with that person?
Okay. Now, this is where the rabbit hole goes deep. Oh, God.
Hmm.
So this person told me that they felt like once you date someone for a year, you should know whether or not you want to marry them, and you either propose to them or go your separate ways. So a year had came with me being with them, and I wasn't sure yet if I wanted to be married. But their only other option was go separate ways. I wasn't ready to do that yet, so I just went on and proposed. And I was like,
Yeah.
can't that later if I don't feel right about it. But the issue is when it came time to recant, I didn't.
Wow.
So I played myself basically.
That's more
I
than
shouldn't
played
have
Me,
even
yourself.
let them set the ground rules for any of that, but I did.
I kind of get where she was saying that after a year you should know because that's a good amount of time to be able to understand the person and see if that is a way that you want to go.
At the time, I didn't totally believe that. I just believe that it takes time to get to that point. But now I understand what it means. Now you definitely know when you know, you know. But at the time, I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to be with this person longer to figure that out. And I ain't been here long enough. When in actuality, I just was with somebody that wasn't gonna ever be there with.
And that's why you should have went your separate way
But
at
I didn't
that time.
understand that at the time
Right. So for
because
anybody
I didn't
listening, please
believe
go
in
your
that.
separate way.
Yeah, because I didn't believe
Right.
in that you could know that fast. I thought that was something people just said on TV.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't believe that was possible. But if you meet the right person,
Right off, I think
it
if
don't
you
take
meet the
long
right
at
person,
all.
after six, exactly,
I could tell if I want to talk to
months
somebody,
into
if
it.
I want to be around them right when I met them, I could tell, oh, I'm going to want to talk to them. I want to go do something, or it's like, no, I don't even want. So to get married is so deep for me. I would be going crazy in my mind after I
So
did
I
that. I
took
would have
that for
freaked out.
granted.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I learned to love them over the years.
Mm-mm.
Mm, right?
This was on the day of the wedding. That's what I was telling myself.
Oh
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
I'll figure it out. We if we stay around each other long enough, we'll start to love each other. So naive.
So the night of how people are usually happy and having their honeymoon and
I was still drunk.
ooh.
Couldn't handle the moment. I literally was at my ex's house the morning of, asking her did she think I should go through it.
Oh my. That's when you should have said maybe I should just
So that wasn't also people pleasing.
right.
Right. Got up to the altar, kept the pastor kept telling me to repeat what he was saying. I kept saying it wrong.
Right.
I put the ring on the wrong hand. We was taking pictures and
Oh my God.
photos of it the whole time on the wrong hand.
Oh
She
gosh.
ain't even thought about it.
Mm.
Damn.
All over the place. The night of the wedding was supposed to be the beginning of the honeymoon, the consummation time. I took my ass to sleep.
They-
As soon as we got to the room, and then get up to the next day. And
Hmm.
we had
that ties into the three types of knowing: emotional knowing, energetic knowing, and behavioral knowing. Emotional
Right.
knowing, something's off; energetic knowing, the vibe shifts; behavioral knowing, patterns don't lie.
there was no excitement for me, period. The what's the reception, the thing after the wedding, it felt so rushed. Everything was a blur to me. Like I don't remember the people that was there. I remember maybe 5 or 6 people that was there, but it was a room full of people. I don't remember faces. I don't remember who came and congratulated me. People was coming and putting money in my hand. I don't remember who those people were. I did not take any of it in. I
Hmm.
just was ready to
Mm.
leave.
So, what do you feel like ignoring that intuition got you?
The worst years of my life, honestly.
That's harsh and that's deep. That's so deep and so
It's
much time
sad to
wasted.
have to say, but I did gain a child out of it. But at the same time, like, I put it like this: we never did get to the point where I said we'd get to love each other later. That didn't come. Not for me anyway. It didn't come for me. It actually became resentment over time and pretty much hatred. Honestly, I just tried to downplay that. Yeah, there's a lot of hatred going on in that household
Well, that's what happens when you stay around somebody that long
that you don't get along with,
at all.
that you forcing it.
hmm
My
And it's
intuition.
crazy how the truth reveals itself once you walk away. You're like, oh my God.
That's why they say the term hindsight is 2020.
Right.
It's very clear
hmm
after it's passed.
Hmm.
You can see it.
To me, that's why it seems so astronomical to me that marriage that seems so strong and everything to be tied to someone after you look back and see all the stuff that you went through and how it just wasn't love and after you learn everything that you learn.
Yeah. I mean, even from the beginning, it was within the first 6 months, it was yelling to the point that the landlord was ready to put us out, leaving notes on the door. I would leave my phone there at the house and go walk around the block for hours just to not be in the house and hope that they would be in the bed when I got back.
Right.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, I feel like also with the modern world and the constant noise and all the data and the fake news and everything thrown out there, that trains our intuition to be suffocated.
hmm
Hindsight is totally the total opposite of intuition to me.
Mhm.
Because your intuition, it may feel a little clear, but it's not. It's more of a nudge than a you got to do this.
Mhm.
It's more of a nudge saying, you might not want to do this.
Right.
And we need to listen to that. We need to recognize that.
hmm
But we spend so much time thinking that we know better, or oh, it's gonna be fine. I'm just overthinking this.
Hmm. Well, that was my next question. I was going to ask, how do you create the mental or physical space to hear your intuition when making big decisions?
Think about lessons that you had before and compare how you didn't listen and begin to listen. Like you gotta start believing in your intuition, trusting your intuition. It's there for a reason.
Right.
When you're trying to learn how it works, you may say, "Okay, I'm just tripping. I'm just thinking this in my head," and you realize that's when you always hear people say, "I should have went with my first thought."
Exactly. Oh
hmm
my goodness. That's what intuition is. And they don't.
Yep.
That's why you always hear us saying that. Because for me, that's what I was going to say. I never took a huge step like that, never been married. And I'm so thankful now that I know what it's all about that I haven't.
Mhm.
But I feel like for me, it would be moving in or living with that person. Like cousin was saying, getting in those relationships that were unnecessary that I did not have to.
Mhm.
hmm
Going with it, living with a person when I did not have to.
Mhm.
And so I'm thankful that I finally snapped, hello, I'm not going to continue with this and got out.
Okay, so for me, at those ages, tender ages, where you live with these people and you had no intention of being married, like what was the mindset of moving in with them? Was it just to have fun or just to get out of
Mm-mm.
the house you grew up in?
It was to build a foundation, to see that person,
Yep.
to see if I could live with that person, if I could stand them. Because to me, that's what I'm saying. Marriage looks so scary to me, to be tied and locked into someone that long and just. So I was not there's no way you're not going to get down on no knee and ask me to be with you. And a lot of people say under God, oh, it's not good. Not once you live together, you're married, whatever. But I need to see. We're going to need to live together first, because how am I going to get married to you? And then we move in together and you're a total slob. I can't stand you. You snore, you do all these things.
Is that how you feel, Madam Amani?
Yes, absolutely. Because you have to live with somebody to get to really know them, right? You can't just be around them and go out and be like, oh, yeah, I know this person. So many things happen when you're living with somebody.
So many things happen behind closed doors. That's where that saying goes, behind closed doors, because that's where their truth comes out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny how we have so many rules and ideals at a young age and everything. Because for me, I always felt like you needed to live with somebody for at least 5 years before you fully know them, before all of the things that they hide and try to not be themselves comes out.
And I don't really feel like you could put a time on it
And
anymore.
that's one of the rules. That's one of the rules that I'm saying. I put a time period on it. But
Hmm.
if you look at the old school, our grandparents and parents and stuff, they say you shouldn't live together at all until you marry. And I'm like, how the
Oh
hell
no,
do
I
you
couldn't
know if
do
you
that.
could deal with this
Hmm.
person living with them until you do?
That's like going to buy a box from the store and you buy it and you're excited about it and you have no clue what's in it and you take that shit home. I'm
Oh,
not doing that.
that's a
There
good
could be a
analogy.
snake in the box when you get home.
That's a good analogy.
It is, because I'm not doing that. There could be a snake in there and I don't want no parts of that. You could be allergic to it. It could be peanut butter and you're deathly allergic. You open that box.
I honestly feel like that about sex also, honestly. People say, withhold sex to marriage and everything. But what if you get with this person, they don't know what the hell they doing? Do you spend years teaching them, or is it just you
and
stuck with that?
And that's such a tough one, because they do want to say, have sex, wait till you're married, and plus all those nasty diseases, all those things out there. But then again, that's the other part of it. That's like taking the box home without knowing what's in it.
Yeah,
What
what
if
if
you
you get
take the box home and they actually have a pussy?
oh,
Ew.
or
I'd be
or
Oh,
like, what the fuck is that?
that
oh,
calls you
geez.
and eat you and he bites you.
Oof, see?
Oh,
I know how to eat this thing, and next thing you know, it's bitten off. What?
yeah, you
Mm.
look like the ghost on Pac-Man.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people who are married don't have sex, because they didn't get enough of that in or talk about it before they got married. Oh,
They
we
don't
just
like
don't
each
do that
other.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't even want to touch each other. That's nasty. It should be passionate. You should love it. You should want
Yeah.
it. That should be
So
your.
many people don't take the time to make sure that the other person is good. I
Hmm.
just feel like
Mm-hmm.
saying that, and I never have, and I never will.
Because we can all make our own self feel good. I can make myself feel good and get that big O in two
Man,
seconds.
in two
Woo!
minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. For me, I feel like
So,
it's one of the most selfish things in the world to want somebody to make you feel good and you not want the same thing for them.
mm, it
That's
Mm-hmm.
just
is. Yeah. And that's a lot of what's running around is make
it's
me feel
women.
good or suck this over here. And
Oh,
then, oh, yep.
get to the mic. No.
Right. Oh my gosh.
It just baffles me. I must be weird as a man because it always baffles me to hear females say how guys come to them and ask them to give them oral sex. It's just so blatant. I can't picture myself saying that to anybody. I feel awkward even thinking
That's very gentlemanlike of you.
it.
I'm serious, because growing up for me, that's all I heard. You gonna give some head? Heck, the
Oh my
they was
god.
confident asking. They didn't have no problems about it.
I can't picture saying no shit.
It's over here in Colorado, y'all.
Like I said, I guess I'm just different. I ain't never called a female the B word to their face. I might have thought it, but I ain't never
Wow.
said that shit out loud to a female. I can't see myself doing
Even when she is
That's
one?
mad respect.
Right.
that. Yeah. I can't see myself hitting a woman. I don't give a damn if she big as Andre the Giant and she beating the hell out of me. I can't picture myself hitting her back.
Well, you're so divine, Devar.
Right.
Damn.
I'm gonna get you off of me and run, but I can't. I can't. I just can't. I can't stand a man that put his hand on a woman. That's just me.
That's so weak.
It
That's so weak.
is, especially being a man. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
what is your thought process even? Like why would you
When you
even
have.
have that thought? Like, oh, I want to choke this woman out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I be praying that it never happens around me because I be wanting to intervene, and that's how people come up dead.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I be like, you fucking coward! I want to treat you like a goddamn man right
To
now.
me, that's the weakest ass
Because you
person.
acting like a woman, but I want to treat you like a man right now.
Right. That's the
That's
weakest
just
ass
me.
person.
To
Mhm.
each his own.
Yeah, that was great. Great, profound conversation. I love it. Absolutely. All about that intuition.
Mhm.
So, yeah. All right, Soul Fire family. That brings us right on to our community fire. This is where your voice fuels the flames. So, I got some questions for the fire, y'all. Do you got the s'mores? Did you bring?
Got some s'mores this time.
Got the graham crackers, cousin? Hey.
and the chocolate.
Yes, Devar, we got chocolate tonight. So,
That's why I put my own caramel.
I should have known.
I knew I couldn't trust y'all.
Mm.
I knew it.
All right. Well, at least we still
My
got some s'mores.
intuition told me to bring the caramel.
My intuition told me that we better have some chocolate.
Right.
You know what happens when you stop trusting your intuition?
You fall.
Your life becomes complicated, stressful, repetitive, as you said. You keep running into that same wall,
Mm-hmm.
and painful.
Painful because you're not walking in your purpose or to your purpose.
Yeah, it would be painful if I didn't bring the caramel and y'all just brought chocolate and I had to sit and watch y'all eat that shit right in front of me.
Painful for who?
Oh, God. Damn. Okay.
All right. Well, go ahead and tell us about a time then that you listened to your intuition and it paid off after 20 years, Devar.
The easy one.
20 years later, it clearly wasn't that easy.
I gotta sing this old Outcast song. Starts off like a small town marriage, family, wife, and cars, but it all ends divorce. Yeah, I asked for it.
Mm.
So that's an easy one right there for me. Another one is um I my intuition told me to write a ebook, and then it also told me to transition into doing a show called Who is the Person in the Mirror, and that transpired into a bloom of other people growing and going in different directions, and that inspired Soul Fire Sessions to be born.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was thinking. That's what it is definitely for me
mhm,
is when I listen to my intuition to go ahead and start them ebooks and start that master class.
mhm,
Start tonight, like
mhm.
Coach K was saying,
Right.
and that's exactly how Devar and I met. And
It's funny when Coach K was showing how much her class was and everything, and she was like, just push the button, and my finger was literally shaking.
the thing about me is my intuition told me in that moment because I've never, cousin, you know me, I am not the internet type of buyer, any stuff
Hmm.
like that,
Me neither.
especially TikTok. No, no, no. But that night, for some reason, it was screaming at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, bye. It wasn't
And,
even nothing. I just felt it. I felt my future was changing. I
yeah.
felt everything
And
uplifting. I could feel it.
and
And
mine
you
was
got to
on the
follow that
rise.
shit because
I
look at me now.
first of all, I'm like you. I felt it.
Hmm.
I just was nervous to
You're
do it.
nervous because you're like, what is this? And
Yeah.
it's different and it's exciting.
Yeah.
But you also, the ego, like we're talking about, wants to go back to that familiar and wants to dive back into
It
that
wasn't an
bullshit.
ego thing for me. It was more of a fear from different perspectives because I had been in that marriage for so long where I basically had to ask for permission to do shit.
God.
And this was me trying to transition out of it. So it was one of the first decisions that I made for myself. And in my transition out of, that's why my finger was shaking. Am I
Wow.
making the right decision? Am I gonna get this? I told you so shit thrown in my face.
Because you were used to being the puppet. You said them telling you what to do.
Right.
So when those strings were breaking, you kind of didn't know how to handle it.
Right. Like, what the hell am I doing? You know what? I'm doing it. It don't matter.
Right.
Regardless.
What about you, cousin? I know that came in hard, especially with that CDL and truck driving. What about a time when you listened to your intuition and it paid off?
I think my intuition kicked in when I started to heal because my intuition started to become louder. So I started noticing patterns faster, not tolerating nonsense, not excusing bad behavior, just making sure I'm not falling back into those old patterns.
Ooh, setting
That's
those
powerful.
boundaries. Yes, I love that.
That's powerful.
Because it is hard. It's after we start to heal and we go through it, of course, the universe is going to throw us those tests. So we have to pass the test.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so, which part of getting tuned in is toughest for you, Devar? Is it taking a pause, unhooking from the urgency? Do you have trouble scanning your body or noticing it in your body or hearing that echo? What about the drama?
Read the question one more time.
What part of getting tuned in is toughest for you?
The action part of it.
So the next step, note the next step.
Mm-hmm.
So the in, the final step. That's the final step, Devar.
The final step.
I'm gonna
All
need you
of
to
the
get
rest
on
of
it.
it be right there in my mind. I know what I need to do, but it's just a fact of getting up and doing it.
So note the next step, and that's all it is a step. Remember, you don't have to have the whole map. You don't have to look at the whole map. That's overwhelming.
Take the first step.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I'm learning is that this time next year, you'll be glad that you took that first step last year.
Oh yeah, because then you can look at how far you've come, all that you've learned, all that you've created and accomplished, and it's beautiful.
But you can never have any of that if you never take the first step. So now I'm at taking that step now. So
yes.
that's what was the hardest for me, but it's not hard now.
Right. You're acknowledging it and you're stepping into it. That's amazing. Love it. Love it. That's me too. Noting that next step is getting on, trusting my intuition, dialing down on the drama, clearing it out. I'm going to take my soul's guidance. I know that that's calm. All that other shit is just fear dressed up.
Yeah. And fear is a big factor. It's funny, I used to listen to that quote where they said, it's nothing to fear but fear itself. You fear how powerful you can become. I be sometimes sitting around thinking about that amount of money and thinking to myself like, what the hell am I gonna do with that? I can't fuck it up. Like this a big responsibility. Like they say, with much power comes much responsibility.
Exactly.
I fear that part of it, but I don't fear making it because I know I just I just know that I'm gonna make it. I've always known that all my life. It's just a matter of when. So I think that's why God has taken this much time for me to get there, is to prepare me.
That's exactly what it is. It's to prepare you for the battle and all the things ahead for your destiny. Because it's just like soldiers in the army. They can't just go in fighting. They get prepared, they go to boot camp. It's the same that the Creator does for us to prepare us and lay out our map for our blessings. And as long as we take to learn the lessons, that's how long it takes us to get there.
Right.
Because he or she's not going to give it to us when we're not ready.
And have it when you're not ready or you'll fumble the ball.
And that's where I see where I've been built up and all the discipline and everything I've learned. Because when you do have all that money and all this money coming across your hands or the things you have all that responsibility, you have to know what to do with it. And you have to know how to be responsible with it. And so that's why you have those trials, tribulations. You have to show that you are appreciative of it, that you'll work for it. Because now when it comes, I'm like, wow, just go put it in the bank. You still want to be humble, grateful. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I love to see the signs and everything coming into fruition that your intuition told you was gonna happen.
Right. Once you start following it, and once you start following it, the quicker it happens too. You start noticing everything coming into alignment quick, quick. It happens faster. It's like, wow. That's how you know you're in your purpose. You don't get all that resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Keep hitting the same damn wall. So, what about you, Madame Amani? Which part of getting tuned in is toughest for you?
Staying quiet, like keeping it
The drama
quiet so I
down?
couldn't notice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because sometimes, like we were saying, those old habits want to pop up. When you hear that drama, you still want to react. And we still are realizing we don't have to react. That has nothing to do with my energy, my destiny. But sometimes I still have it in me where I want to, bitch, what?
Yeah, no, I had a situation yesterday where I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to act out, but then I have to think if I let my emotions take over, it's not going to end well. I have to be logical about this situation and let my intuition align me in the direction that I need to go
Mm-hmm.
in. Because I definitely could have went a different direction at the moment. Anger was setting in,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it was about to be something stupid. But I took a pause.
Mm-hmm. And that's the first step, taking a pause
Mm-hmm.
when getting tuned in. And that definitely helped you because you could be different in a different position right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My childhood trauma always tries to take over and makes me doubt things. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, nope, that's not happening. We're not going there.
right.
Yeah,
And
we
that's where the
Mm-hmm.
positive talks come to ourselves.
yeah, we don't live in doubt. We
Mm-hmm.
live child of God. How can we doubt anything?
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have to start listening to that intuition. It's guiding us in the right direction. It's
Mm-hmm.
guided us in the right direction so far.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how we've gotten this far in life with everything, with jobs, with family, with relationships,
Yes.
with pets, even with our pets. Just like when you knew something was wrong with Precious, that's that
Mm-hmm.
intuition. Knew she had to go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
So
we have to
yeah,
listen to it. It is strong.
yeah. We. I feel like a lot of us need to remember so many things, and they always work out.
Always works out. Just how we were saying, just like the birds and the bees and the
Mm-hmm.
squirrels, they don't rise up and say, "Oh, what am I going to eat today? Who's taking care of me?"
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. That's how we are. God loves
Right.
us just that much. We're
Yeah.
all His creation.
You just know you're gonna get what you need. You're gonna
Hmm.
get to where you need to be.
And believe that.
Hmm.
Start walking in it.
Yep. You are already there.
Hmm.
That's your intuition. Your future self already has seen it, so it's coming back to tell you.
Right.
Listen.
Yep.
Hmm. And so, cousin, if you trusted every whisper this week, what part of your life would change first?
Just putting me first
Oh,
in
yeah.
every aspect.
Every aspect. Yep. Not listening to the naysayers or what they have to say because it may look different to them. The path doesn't always look like it's designed for
Right.
you just because they think of things differently.
It's just like my grandma, she keeps telling me, "Oh, you need to do something different. You need to, find something different." I'm like, "No, this is
This
what
is
makes
what
me
I'm
happy, so
doing.
I'm going to
Right.
continue." Yeah.
Just because they have all that fear and thinking about everything that could happen and all the negative stuff, they try to throw that on you. So you should be
Mhm.
doing something else.
And nobody knows your situation fully but you. And when you're on the outside looking in, you say a lot of
Mhm.
how you would do things, but you're not in those shoes. You're just talking.
Mhm.
And talk sounds good, but it's cheap.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
why everybody says it because it's a dime a dozen. It's cheap. You can talk all you want. It doesn't cost much at all. It's pretty much free.
Right.
Mhm.
But what does it change?
Well, that's the same way when I was at the job and I'm so depressed and I could say all these things or go ziggity boo or cry. And no matter what anybody could tell me, I know within my heart and soul that it wasn't for me. But of course, my mom, her fear, her lack mindset is going to be like, no, you have to stay there. That's how it is.
Hmm.
They don't
Mhm.
realize when you're walking in a higher spiritual self that no, that's not just how it is. And that's not how it has to be.
Yeah, all the older men in my life, when I worked at a plant, it was like, yeah, you got to stay there till you retire. That's a good job. You got good benefits. You making good pay. You need to stay there till you retire. And I was like, honestly, I've been here 11 years. That's the longest I ever worked anywhere. It was the job paid well and everything, but I'm an outdoor person. I hate working indoors.
Mm-hmm.
It was a factory. I was indoors all the time. The only reason I stayed there was because of the money. But then basically you're selling your soul for $1. You're not
Exactly.
doing what you were
Mhm.
intended to do. And I would never have gotten to what I was intended to do if I'd have stayed there.
And I feel like that's where all the schools and all the brainwashing and that whole path comes from is brainwashing you how to be good for a job and not how to be good for what you want to be.
Yep. School teaches you
Mhm.
how to be an employee, not an employer.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know anything about these energy systems, these chakras, how you can make yourself happy, how you can ground, how you can be healthy without all the pills and
I got a friend that's has a master degree in finances, and he doesn't know how to balance a checkbook. They teach you how to manage other people's money, not your own.
not your own. They're not going to teach you how to manage your own stress, your own checkbook, your own anything because they need you to need them.
I feel like in high school they should have a class that teaches you how to create a business,
Hmm.
how to create an LLC, all the way from the beginning. Like
And
you
how to
get
do
it all.
your taxes.
That's one
Mhm.
of the things that I am trying to implement if I get in that governor position in the state of Colorado is uh, implementing entrepreneurship classes for the students.
That's phenomenal.
Indeed.
That's what we need
Indeed.
because we could have been here a long time ago if we knew about that. We didn't
Mhm.
I didn't know nothing. Remember, cuz when we first found out we could get an LLC, I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Mhm.
Wait, what?
Thought I had to go to Mr. President or somebody to try to get me an LLC. I thought it was like pulling teeth.
Right. And our parents failed us in some position of teaching them how to manage their money
Right.
early on.
Mhm.
That's a big thing that you should know.
They didn't
Um,
teach us how to manage no money. They wanted us to put it back and give it all back to them.
I think Bill Cosby taught us more than anything on that episode where he said Theo down and he was telling him how much an apartment costs. He would tell
Oh
him
yeah.
you would get this much money up front. And then he tell him how much the apartment costs. Take that money out of his hand. The bills, take that part of his hand. Then you got food, you got clothing. If you got a girlfriend, you know how much money you need and all this and that. That's a real lesson that we should be teaching our kids, but we don't do it. And I don't
Hmm.
understand why. I believe
Why?
in
Because
money,
of the
but
government. Look at the government.
they want
It
us
trickles
dependent on
down.
them.
Yeah, they don't want us to know all that. They want us to depend on them.
Mhm,
So it trickles all back to them. They don't want us to know all
mhm,
that.
mhm.
Because could you imagine?
Hmm.
We would not need them.
Right.
They would not
Mm-mm.
be. Mm-mm.
Indeed.
So, yeah. So if you trusted every whisper this week, which part of your life would change first, Devar?
I would have been more prepared when I went to court last time.
I couldn't believe you. 60 whole days goes by and he still don't have some papers talking about he's ready to get out of this. What? Yes, I was like, mm.
I got them now.
Mhm.
Lead it.
Mhm.
I got them now.
That's where you was doing that thing again where you're playing with it, downplaying it,
Hmm.
and you can't do that. Serious. If you're getting out of that, they're not going to come to you and be like, "Okay," and tap you on the hand and be like, "We got you."
Yeah. I had a lot of transitions going on. Had a lawyer, didn't have a lawyer, had to start representing myself, didn't know what all info I needed, but it's okay.
Mm.
I got it. You live
Well,
and you learn.
you learn that lesson so you can quit hitting that wall.
Ain't nobody got enough to tell me that. Don't believe it.
Mm.
So yeah. And the next one I'll be even more prepared because I've already prepared for it and it's not even here yet. They hadn't even set the date, but I'm already prepared. And I'm gonna be even more prepared when it comes. So yeah, I'm listening now.
I feel like I already listened. I trust that whisper a few weeks ago, so I'm great doing that great now.
Hmm.
Moving to the next steps, happiness,
Hmm.
joy. Next would be just like we were talking tonight about everything that I'm eating. Got to make sure putting healthy stuff in. So we're
Yeah.
getting good out, and then my whole life will change there because
Yeah, we went out to eat, y'all. We gotta tell them the story. We went out to eat, get some tacos, some that one of the family members had eaten multiple times, so we thought it was gonna be good. And then when we got inside and looked at the place, looked at the menu on the wall and the pictures of the food that they had up, and something told us not to do it.
And we did not go with that intuition, y'all. That's what we're talking about.
So we're not perfect. The
Mm-mm.
lessons that we're teaching y'all, don't think we don't fall short on them sometimes. But believe me,
Mm-hmm.
fool me once.
You won't fool me again. I'm not doing that again. They won't see me again. They won't see my
Joking.
tummy again.
Yeah.
Because that was not good for my intuition. We knew it and we should have just left out of there. You
Mhm.
could almost feel it when you go inside a place, especially with your food. Your food should be made with love and high
Mhm.
energy and care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you go in there and it seems dingy, and the girl was on her phone, didn't even barely half-ass wanted to come to the register. We should have left then.
Yeah, she was over there on her phone,
And
texting.
text, and we trying to ask
Uh,
questions about the menu. Oh, it's our first time. She should have been over there. Oh, wow. Yeah, let me tell you this and that. Nope.
she
She
just was like, all
texting.
right, and walked off.
Like, y'all figure that out. I should have knew there. Oh, this food ain't made with love. Let me get out of here.
Right.
Mm-mm.
If a dog bites you once, you can blame the dog. But if you sit there and allow it to bite you a second time,
That's your fault.
that's your fault.
Same way if you touch the stove twice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm,
It's hot.
yeah, that ass gonna get
Ain't
burned the
nobody
second
got to
time,
tell.
and yeah,
You
nobody's
ain't even
gonna.
have to tell a baby twice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So, woo, great, profound intuition conversation. I love it, y'all. Yeah, well, it's definitely practice time. The Soul Fire Challenge this week, it's going to be the Whisper Log. Yes. For the next 7 days, each rising, ask yourself, what is one kind, aligned step my intuition is guiding me towards today?
Mm,
Yeah, so we're going to stop, pause, and think about it.
I'm doing that
Mm-hmm.
every day this week.
Every 7 days, write it down. Yeah, and that's going to align you and get your intuition guiding you to your next step and your purpose. And so, right, what's the feeling, the first feeling or thought or image that comes to mind? And no editing, just spit it out. And then each evening, you can reflect. How did that whisper show up? And what happened when I honored it or ignored it? Mm-hmm.
I got a question for him. What if red flags was your future self trying to warn you? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Ask yourself that every day too.
Mm-hmm. Future self trying to warn you. It is. That's
What is he
awesome.
trying to warn you of? If you're seeing red flags, are
Mm-hmm.
you gonna listen to them, or you just gonna look at them and say, "Oh, that's red"?
Right.
I'm definitely gonna listen. Fuck that.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing
Listen.
that shit.
Right.
Wrong
Mm-mm.
relationships, bad deals, missed opportunities, delayed blessings, like all of this will come if you do not listen to your intuition. And I
Absolutely.
definitely don't want any of them, especially those delayed blessings.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've delayed my blessings long enough. I felt like for years that I was going to be a person that wins the lottery. I know a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people say, you can't win the lottery. Do you know what the odds are? Yeah, they just as good for me as they are the next person, and somebody has to win it. So yeah, I play.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt like I'm a person that's gonna win that, but I feel like because of the person that I was with, God didn't want them to have it.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to release something to gain something.
Right. And the fact that I was still with them, I couldn't get it without them gaining access to it. So I feel like I can't have it until I'm removed.
Exactly. You can't move to the next step.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Wow. Powerful. Powerful. So, yeah, well, that takes us to our final flames this evening. Any closing thoughts, final flames on intuition, Madame Amani?
Just your spirit is never gonna lie to you, so it's gonna speak peace, not panic. So make
Mhm.
sure you're listening.
Yes. Tune in.
Hmm.
And Devar, any final flames this evening?
When you feel it, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Your body won't lie to you. When you feel it, listen. It don't matter what it is. If it's pain, if it's fear, if it's happiness, if it feels right, whatever it is, listen to it.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. And that's what I was going to say. Trust the quiet. Don't be afraid of it. Your intuition is the quiet voice of your limitless self. And you're not learning something new, you're remembering something. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, that goes back to what you said in the ancient times. Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah. What a powerful exchange. So I want to thank y'all. Thank you, Madame Amani and Devar, for this profound wisdom tonight around this fire. I love it.
Hey.
Torch to that.
Thank you.
Oh.
Gratitude sprinkles and gratitude sprinkles for our listeners as always.
Indeed. Come back next week and every week thereafter.
Yes, because y'all are
listen, download, please.
Yes, y'all are an important part of this fire.
Can I talk about something real quick before we end this show?
Of course.
Let me tell y'all something. Little Lady RiZe has created a Shopify store with all of the Soulfire Session merch in that store. Please, if you do nothing else this week, go check out her link tree and go check out the store. Yes,
it'll tell you right up top to shop. You can get in and light it up. Light up your wardrobe. You'll love it.
You never miss a spark for real up in that store because, oh my God, she got some fabulous stuff in there. I'm not talking about low quality stuff. I'm talking about we got Champions hoodies. Come on, man.
All kind of stuff. We got the twerk mouse pad. You can twerk while you work.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
For the ladies, we've got the tits sports bras. Make sure you grab one. I'm getting mine.
Yeah.
We even got the crop top hoodies because we don't want y'all out here just looking like men all the time, like a rag laying around the house. We want the sexiness involved in that hoodie.
Yeah, so we did it the Soulfire way. Lighten you up. You'll love it. Check that out.
Indeed.
Yeah, so until next time, I definitely want y'all to stay curious, stay courageous, and keep trusting your whisper. Be sure to stay tuned in. And as always, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a spark.